The Left 4 Dead modding community has got to be one of the most talented and creative bunches of foos I've ever seen on PC. While Valve decides that the game support has come to an end, modders say, nah, it ain't over till we say it's over, making it rain with new content, survival maps, weapon and character skins, gameplay tweaks, texture and particle overhauls. You think it? The Steam Workshop has it, essentially acting as a reservoir for infinite DLC packs, and none scream this out as loudly as custom campaigns. Imagine, entirely new sets of adventures that you and your friends can go on, locations Valve has yet to take us officially. Modders have managed to fill that gap entirely and then some. As part of this long-running series, I've had the pleasure of playing through a wide assortment of custom campaigns, many of them recommended by the community themselves. So I played some of the very best and highly requested campaigns by you, the people, and as always I will be primarily focusing on campaigns with a post-apocalyptic setting, although I have been getting a few requests to do some of those out there wacky campaigns. So if you have any recommendations for those types of campaigns, let me know down in the comments as well. But just a heads up, I already covered some of the more well-known maps in the previous episodes. So if one of them didn't make it here, you can go ahead and check out those episodes and then come back. So without further ado, let's get started with number 5. Skyscraper Redux, suggested by Electronic Phonics. Released as early as 2010 in beta form, this one is an oldie but a goodie. And being released as early as a year after Left 4 Dead 2's release, it does not show its age. Also being updated throughout the span of 8 years helped maintain its complexion. Last update being back in 2018, which feels very recently, but looking at the calendar, it makes me feel kinda old. The campaign starts off in a room inside an apartment that the Left 4 Dead 2 crew secured and made their safe house, up until the military screws them over and firebombs it.
Gee, thanks.
So they're forced to make their way down an infested building before burning to death. The only way out is through the sewers, since half the building collapsed in itself. Yeah, thanks US Army. Anyway, you eventually make it to street level where you catch a sight of what's to come. Your task from then on is to climb your way up this overrun skyscraper turned military outpost in hopes of getting rescued via chopper. You'll be going through offices, a whole shopping center, and some destroyed segments of the building. Man, I'm surprised this place is still holding up despite the huge hole in it that presumably was engulfed by flames at one point.
It reminds me of that tragedy.
Although the environments don't change at all that much, as you'll be going through staircase to office space, it's still a fun time and it's a great example of a classic and timeless custom campaign. I'd recommend giving this a try at least once. Number 4. Energy Crisis. Suggested by That Indian Plane Spotter. Energy Crisis has got to be one of the biggest hidden gems in the workshop. That or nobody really talks about it, which is a damn shame because it's genuinely very well made. The main premise of this campaign has you looking for refuge when a nearby power plant catches your eye, and it turns out that power plant is actually still active. Luckily, a helicopter pilot spots you and offers you a ride, in return that you'd shut off the power plant before it causes another Chernobyl. The start of the campaign is very reminiscent to Dark Carnival, where you find yourself in the middle of a highway before heading directly to an outdoor mall of some kind, complete with venerable storefronts that offer valuable loot for those who love to explore. You also get to hit up a pretty based gun show which is being held at a convention center nearby where you can obtain higher grade weapons. Really good attention to detail there. Oh, and the neighborhood from the Oblongs is here, or Ennsville from Billy and Mandy depending on who you ask. And of course, the power plant itself, which still has a single worker managing the entire place. Even after a zombie apocalypse, this guy is dedicated to his work. I can respect that. There's just one problem. The guy's a huge prick. He pushes the alarm on us without even hearing us out first. And it's a damn shame because he could have escaped with us, you know? But it doesn't matter because a tank eventually comes in and destroys his ass in his safe room. So karma got to him at the end. The finale though, it's gotta be one of the most original ones I've ever seen thus far. You're tasked with a series of objectives. It's not just press the radio and wait 15 minutes. No, you actually have to find a generator crank which can spawn inside some random boxes throughout the map. After that, you wait for the generator to power up the button you need to press in order to open a gate that's in your way. You'll then need to radio a crane operator to move an obstacle out of the way and book it to the helicopter. That's what I love about this entire package. It comes with a new setting, new escape methods, and the man, the myth, the legend himself, the Tourette's guy, is also part of this map's lore.
Damn it! I'm getting sick and all goddamn tired of all these looters and polluters!
It's overall a great campaign. This one is a must play if you haven't checked it out already. Redemption 2. Wait, wrong one, my bad. This one. If you enjoyed the Sacrifice comic and always wanted to play it rather than read it, well, this is the closest you're gonna get. Redemption 2 takes place right in the middle of the comic where the survivors escaped the military base they were taken to at the end of Blood Harvest. It pretty much acts as a lead up to the Sacrifice comic, which is pretty neat. It's a 5-chapter campaign and each map is fairly packed with content. Safe to say there's plenty of game here to keep you occupied for a good minute. Our story begins in the middle of the woods after the train decides to stop working. But in classic Left 4 Dead fashion, they lucked out, as the survivors find out they were stranded near a scientific research facility named Helix, where they conducted testing for the green flu and several infected individuals. This is where you meet a few scientists and find out that the facility was overrun, but if you manage to fight your way through the entire rundown Black Mesa wannabe, there's a train yard waiting for you that can get the survivors to their next destination. Bill's great. The campaign features actual interactable human NPCs complete with custom dialogue, which is a rarity in Left 4 Dead as a whole, a brand new finale mechanic, and brand new custom melee weapons that don't replace any in the vanilla game. These include a dismembered zombie arm, someone's entire OnlyFans career, a makeshift sledgehammer ripped directly off a broken wall, and a fucking car muffler. Apparently there are 5 melee weapons in total, but I was only able to find the 4 mentioned. Maybe you'll get lucky and find the last one. There is a Noam Chomsky in the first level, so perhaps there's some sort of secret I have yet to discover. Only one way to find out. Check this campaign out if you're into prequels or just looking for something new. This is honestly very well made and could easily fit in with the Left 4 Dead lore. Urban Flight, suggested by Adele and Isaac. In every top 5 campaigns video, I have to mention at least 1 or 2 Valve quality campaigns. Urban Flight is legitimately one of these. This one is a definite certified hood classic. This map came out back in 2011 and just like Die Scraper, this one doesn't show its age, like at all. I remember downloading this map from l4dmaps.com and playing it back in the day. It really stuck with me for a very long time. It felt like the first 2 chapters of Dead Center had a love child with the first 2 chapters of The Parish. The survivors are in the middle of a burning city, where they caught word of a military airfield at the outskirts of town had a plane that was ready to haul ass. Seems easy, right? Well, this is Left 4 Dead. Zombies are attacking you from every possible direction, this shit blocking the most optimal path to your destination, you know, your average everyday zombie apocalypse. You'll start off at a partially destroyed music club and have to make your way outside through the kitchen. From here, you'll be visiting various places, from a whole ass Home Depot, Gnome Depot. Yeah, very clever. Various war-torn streets complete with shops to explore and ransack, overrun safe houses, which is kinda sad if you think about it. But you know, there's just way too many different locations on here to list, and I don't want to spoil the entire campaign. It's better if you experience this yourself. It's a 4-part campaign full of diverse settings, pathways that seemingly blend together in a natural way, and a multi-part finale. The environments are beautiful, the level design is up to Valve standards. It's overall a great time and one of the funnest campaigns I've ever played, so if you somehow missed this, do yourself a major solid, download it right now and play it. This is like the sequel to The Parish we didn't know we needed. Barcelona, suggested by Candy Scythe, Fafruz, and CBJ. Barcelona has got to be one of the most impressive campaigns I've ever come across, both visually and technically. Barcelona takes place entirely in the country of Spain, more specifically the city of Barcelona. Yeah, I guess you could, put 2 and 2 together. This makes it a great way to visit a foreign country for those who are tight on budget. According to the map's developer, the campaign is entirely based on real environments of Barcelona, only taking creative differences when needed to ensure the quality stays high. It also features custom NPCs that populate both the church at the start of the map and the military at the end of the campaign, helping you shoot down a few zombies as they fly by. It was one of the highest requested campaigns in previous episodes, and I can see why. Some of the environments are straight up eye candy and downright jaw-dropping. There's even plenty of wall writings on the map for the 9 of you that love to read them. Well, granted, most of them are in Spanish, so, shout out to my bilingual carnales out there. One of my favorite parts has to be the safe house that doesn't have any supplies because one of the previous occupants souped all of them, but nope, they didn't even make it that far. They got their ass beat. The world building in this campaign is A1. Not just that, but the entire campaign just plays amazingly. It also leaves you with a bruised ass on higher difficulties, especially near the finale where you're slammed with an endless horde of zombies and tanks. But don't let that keep you from experiencing this one, especially with friends and randoms. There's a reason why people look towards Barcelona as one of the greatest custom campaigns ever made. And with that, we've come to the end of the video. Hopefully I didn't make you all wait too long for this part. This video was meant to be some sort of soft reboot for the top 5 custom campaigns videos. I'd still love to continue this series, so again, if you have any suggestions, feel free to shoot them down in the comment section. And you can also reach me through Twitter, Carrier Pigeon, Smoke Signal. No, I'm just playing. Anyway, I gotta get back to blasting away zombies and Left 4 Dead, so yeah. I don't know how to end it.
Vegas people.
I'm Glenn Close. I'm Gilbert Gottfried.